Tonight, I have even bigger news.
Let's hear it, Lucas!
After this merger, I'm honored to announce my engagement. To Sophia Harrington.
The chairman's the chairman's daughter. Used to.
Emma knows how hard Lucas worked. She used to be his assistant, a very helpful one. Lucas, we were supposed to do...
Don't do this here.
Here? You mean where you erased me? Actually, Emma, I need you focused. You'll be running our engagement party. You want me to plan this?
This is just how life works, Emma.
You're so good at supporting other people's dreams. No. This is how cowards work. See? Professional till the end.
Mr. Lester just arrived from London.
Adam? Tonight?
Transfer Emma Grant to the core MMSA team. Effective now.
Wow. Humiliation to promotion in under 12 hours.
Core M&A, Mr. Lester's direct order. Since when do assistants skip 3 levels?
I didn't ask for this. Men in power love a rescue fantasy. Then you should know. You're marrying one.
What the hell did you do?
I showed up to work.
Don't play innocent. Adam doesn't look at people twice.
You mean the way you didn't?
Are you doing this to get back at me?
You're not the center of every room, Lucas.
She's right. Save your paranoia for people who need your approval.
If this is pity, we have foundations for that.
I don't invest in pity. Conference room, 5 minutes. I picked you for one reason. It wasn't sympathy.
Occupancy at 92%? That's impossible.
Why is she even in here? Because she reads them.
The projection reflects seasonal recovery.
No, it reflects double-counted corporate block nights. Week 32 and 33, same convention, billed twice. And housekeeping costs dropped while occupancy rose. That doesn't happen in a stressed property.
She's right.
That's a formatting issue.
No, formatting doesn't fake margin.
Hold on. She's right. The source data was overwritten.
Then the Lucas team forecast is withdrawn.
Adam, with respect...
With accuracy, first.
How long have you been tracking hotel ops? 3 years. From the mess nobody wanted.
You think this makes you somebody?
No. It proves I always was.
Tonight, you pull the deleted asset list.
These hotels were sold, so why are they still bleeding money? Those records were supposed to be purged years ago. Who told you that? I don't remember. These disposed properties still show internal management fees.
And the cash path?
3 vehicles. Same legal contact, same silent beneficiary chain.
You found that overnight?
I stopped being tired around 3 a.m. Emma, I need my engagement layout finalized. Floral wall here, press line there. I want the room to say legacy. You mean performance. Call it whatever helps you sleep.
Leave the layout. We're busy.
She's an assistant. Not in this room. This isn't sloppy accounting.
No. Someone's been hollowing out the company.
Why are there 5 fund reps at an engagement party? Media, family, investors? All 3. That's the problem.
We prefer efficient evenings.
Engagements usually don't need cross-border counsel.
Big families do.
Can I have a minute with Emma?
30 seconds.
Don't make this uglier than it is.
You already handled ugly.
I didn't do this to hurt you.
Then why did it look so practiced?
Be smart. Sophia's family can change everything. There's a VP spot after the wedding.
They already did. They turned a proposal into a transaction.
Lucas, press rehearsal!
Just do your job.
My mother wrote it down. Mom, what were you trying to tell me? If one day you return to that hotel, find the person in Begolia room. Who are you?
I texted. You didn't answer.
Do you know her?
Where did you get this?
My mother kept it hidden.
That woman was the founder's eldest daughter.
And this room? Beggary room?
The first flagship hotel. Preserved, quietly.
You knew there was more to me.
I knew there might be.
So I'm what, a clue?
You're the reason the clue matters. Someone tried very hard to erase this woman, and maybe you.
Some rooms keep records. Some rooms keep sins. Your mother used to stand exactly there.
You knew her?
She asked me to wait.
Dates are intact, names aren't.
Someone tore this out.
Not someone with access.
Long-term private occupatee, female guest, no public record.
This was her, wasn't it?
The eldest daughter.
Are we supposed to be here?
Legally, grey. Morally, late.
Your mother told me to give this only to you.
What does it open?
A drawer no one was meant to find.
People are concerned about conflict of interest. Concerned enough to read the report? Conference room, now. Since half the floor thinks you're decoration, educate them. Everyone's chasing ADR growth. But this chain is dying in labor inefficiency, not demand. That's operational, not strategic. Wrong. Bad operations kill valuation. Fix shift clustering, renegotiate linen, turn breakfast into prepaid upsale, EBTIADI moves in 90 days. How much? 12 to 14%. She memorized a few numbers. Cute. I didn't memorize them. I built them.
Emma leads operations due diligence from now on.
Wait. Someone changed the cooperation edec. You idiot. You left the version trail. That clause used to route fees through direct management, and now it diverts brand licensing to an outside consultant. That consultant is a shell.
Do not confront Lucas.
He tampered with a live deal.
And he wants you angry enough to show your hand.
So what do we do?
We watch the money. This is layering.
Sophia's family fund sits above it.
And Lucas signs the clean-looking paperwork below.
He's not a fiancé. He's a funnel.
Talking about me?
Only when numbers smell funny. Maybe you should tell me.
You came alone?
The signal traced back here.
That's not comforting.
You worked here when the founder's daughter disappeared, right? And my mother?
I worked everywhere. She left fast. Too fast.
After what?
After a fight. Upstairs. With the chairman and his wife.
Which floor?
Records wing. Sealed now.
Helen Grant. Adam Lester? You were here.
Years ago. Looking for the same truth.
Unauthorized movement on sealed floor.
Did you know my mother?
Not enough.
Second sweep in 3 minutes.
This is insane.
No. Too late.
Here, family trust drafts. This one was voided.
Read the note.
Any direct descendant of the eldest daughter shall retain priority beneficial rights. Priority beneficial rights.
That's the first clean mention.
You've been chasing this for years?
Yes.
For the company?
For the person they buried under it.
Richard already knows someone touched the archives.
Stand right there, Emma. I want you visible. Isn't she the ex? And the planner. Brutal. Welcome. This way.
Sophia changed my life.
After the wedding, the share transfer triggers automatically.
And my title?
Deputy President of Hotel Operations, as promised.
Who's there?
Champagne refill.
Convenient?
Unlike your speech. To loyalty.
You got something?
He's in deeper than we thought. Now?
It's time.
If I sign this, my whole life could be a lie.
Or finally make sense.
And if I'm just useful to you?
You are useful.
Wow. Honest.
But that's not all you are.
Who wrote this?
A man who died regretting his silence.
So from the start, you were looking for someone.
Yes.
And you think it's me?
I think the evidence deserves the chance to answer that.
Do you ever trust anything without proof?
Very little.
That makes two of us.
System breach! We're losing the test files!
They hit it before results came through?
Primary servers wiped.
Tell me you made a local shadow copy.
Offline buffer. Not complete, but yes.
We move the backup now.
The access taken bounced through a tech vendor, owned by a Harrington family entity.
They know you matter now.
Everything okay?
You tell me.
I have no idea what this is about.
Funny. Your side keeps showing up where evidence dies.
You think I'd do that to you?
I stopped underestimating you.
You should stop digging.
And you should stop leaving fingertips.
Next step, you go to the table.
Sweetheart, send in the real negotiator.
You already have the real one.
I've owned hotels longer than you've had a driver's license.
And yet your REVP is flat, labor's bloated, and half your rooms are aging out of group demand.
Go on.
Your problem isn't price. It's dead inventory and slow cash conversion. Prepaid breakfast, medical travel floors, cut linen waste, buy yourself runway.
And your offer?
Lower headline, faster close, two-phase brand lift, cash released in 60 days.
You're asking me to trust a spreadsheet.
No, I'm asking you to trust your own pain points. I just named them before you did.
Not signed, but I'll keep talking.
You didn't blink once. I was blinking internally.
You took the room. Then here's some advice. Stop digging into your mother.
You don't know what your mother got dragged into.
Take your hands off me.
I'm trying to help you.
Is that what you call betrayal now?
You think this is about us? It's bigger than us.
There is no us. Not anymore.
I did love you.
Past tense. Convenient.
Your mother was told to walk away. She should have listened and stayed gone.
Who warned her? You know something.
I know enough to tell you this ends badly.
You're not warning me for my sake. This is the moment I stop remembering who you were and start dealing with who you are.
Backup DN results received. Come now.
Sit down before you read it.
No.
Emma.
This says I'm related to them.
Yes.
To the founder's line?
Most likely the eldest daughter's line.
So my whole life, I was standing outside my own house.
Maybe. But you walked in on your own.
They hid me. The wedding and signing should happen the same night.
One event, one lock.
That's their final consolidation.
So we stop it there.
We still need one last thing. A board authorization letter.
Then let's go ask the man my mother wrote down.
I stayed silent once. Why should I speak now?
Because they didn't stop at silence. They stole.
I asked the girl.
She wanted to come to you. She never got the chance.
I told myself staying out kept people safe.
Did it? Hotels sold twice. Fees siphoned, shells stacked, they're gutting the company.
You believe she can carry this?
She already is.
I'm not asking you to save me. I'm asking you to stop helping them bury what's mine and what's the company's.
This grants temporary support for a special board procedure.
You'll sign?
I'll do worse. I'll remember out loud.
Samuel?
No blood.
That's not comforting.
2 men. Private security, maybe. Took him fast.
Did he say anything?
He dropped something. They didn't notice.
This was hers.
The founder's daughter wore this in 3 archived photos.
Wait, this backplate is loose. They're closing every visible door.
Then we stop entering through doors?
No, I opened this first. He knew he might not make it. Then let's hear what he wanted saved. If you are hearing this, they failed to erase me.
My child cannot stay with me. Not if they want the trust clean and the bloodline gone. Helen is the only person I trust. She will protect the girl.
She knew.
She was protecting you.
They tried to challenge my child's inheritance before she could even speak.
Did she name them?
Look for the White Heron Fund, the original nominee agreement, Erdekanidienter from Corfin Appreciation.
White Heron Fund.
That's not a family relic. That's a transfer vehicle.
My mother didn't steal a child from them. She saved one.
And now we prove what they tried to turn into rumor.
Then we find the fund.
And everyone tied to it.
This shell touches everything. So this is the drain. Management fees, licensing fees, advisory retainals.
All routed out through subsidiaries that shouldn't exist. And who signed the clean side?
Lucas Bain.
Actual control traces back to Richard. Operational shielding comes from Victoria's side.
So he wasn't pulled in. He walked in.
You should stop before this gets public.
Too late.
You think they'll let you keep your job after this?
That was fast.
They just made a mistake.
Which is?
They think my title was my leverage. But titles are what they own. The evidence is what we own. I'm sorry, Ms. Grant. Your access has been revoked. Keep it.
You still want in?
I want them wrong.
Special board motion requires 3 things: cash flow proof, shell company map, board authorization.
We have 2.
Almost 3.
I can't be seen with you.
You're not being seen with me, you're being seen with numbers.
They moved this much?
And that's only what we can already prove.
You sound like someone who belongs in the room.
Maybe I was just kept out of it. Samuel.
Get in, now before they see you. This is a copy of the supplemental trust note. Original language, unedited.
This is it.
I recorded a statement too. If I disappear again, play it.
You're sure? I'm old. Regret weighs more than fear now.
Thank you.
Thank your mother.
Once this lands, they can't keep calling me a rumor.
Hold that thought. We've got company.
Do they know what we have?
They know enough to panic.
Take the next exit. There's a police substation 2 miles east.
You're learning.
Walk away, and this gets a lot more generous. How generous are we talking? 7 figures, overoars posting, fresh start, no scandal. That's a lot of money for someone you keep calling irrelevant. I'm paying for silence, not value. There she is. You were humiliated. Fine, I can acknowledge that. Acknowledging harm after benefiting from it isn't remorse. It's accounting. You really think this ends with you winning? I think it ends with the truth being expensive for you. Take the money. Keep your dignity. Pretend this was all about Lucas. You keep making the same mistake. Which is? You think this was ever about being chosen by a man? It's about who gets to rewrite other people's lives. Thanks for the confession.
Allegedly began stalking Mr. Halliherd and his new fiancée, Grace Winston.
Pathetic. Classic scorned woman. Sick. What a loser. Sick loser.
Don't respond emotionally.
I wasn't planning to.
You want to hit back now?
Yes.
Then don't waste it on scraps. Hit once. Hit terminal.
They'll have the whole city watching.
And every lie they told will age badly on camera.
So we preserve. We don't defend.
We prosecute in public.
Push it harder. Make her look unstable.
If tomorrow works, this won't be symbolic.
If it works, who am I after that?
The person they spent years trying not to become real. One shot, no improvising unless the room turns.
Yesterday I wanted revenge.
And tonight?
Tonight I don't want them running the company another day.
Good. Revenge burns fast. Governance lasts.
You make that sound romantic?
It's not.
If Lucas had never humiliated me, would you still have come for me?
Yes.
Why?
Because you were always the missing piece, not the accident.
It feels unreal.
Power always does the first time you stop serving it and start holding it.
Then tomorrow, I'm not walking in as the ex. I walk in as the correction.
Before tomorrow begins, I want to see you. Alone.
You have your mother's eyes. I hoped I'd never have to say that.
That's a hell of an opening.
I knew of you.
How generous.
You don't understand the pressures at the time.
Try me.
The company was fragile. A contested heir would have torn it apart.
So you hid a child for stability.
I preserved the institution.
And let people build Thief on top of it.
If you walk away from public confrontation, I can give you a private settlement. Shares, recognition, a place.
You still think this is about being let in?
What else would it be?
Rule of law. Chain of accountability.
If you do this publicly, you don't just hurt Sophia. You bring down the family.
Families survive truth. Empires built on Thief don't.
She's not coming, is she?
Before you sign, you should see what you're signing over.
What the hell? By standing board support, this signing is subject to immediate review.
It's her. She came.
I'm invoking a special board procedure.
The signing is subject to immediate freeze. You? Freezing this? You're a disgraced assistant.
Was. This is a private family event. Then why are there merger counsel, fund reps, and offshore transfer schedules in the room?
Cash diversion, shell routing, and concealed beneficiary control are now under review. You're doing this because I left you.
Funny. Because this says I had a claim in this family long before you ever had a seat at their table.
Stop this now!
Supplementary trust note recognizes priority rights of the eldest daughter's descendants.
That's impossible.
It's convenient, not impossible.
I saw the records. I signed around them, and I regret it.
Kill that feed!
Accounts tied to White Herald Fund are frozen pending investigation.
Dad, say something.
Wait, no, I didn't know all of it.
You knew enough to sign.
You were the real heir?
She's nobody! Her mother was staff! My mother protected what your family tried to erase.
This girl is destroying everything.
No, Victoria. She's naming it.
Emma, please.
I made a mistake. Don't do this to me.
Don't do this to you.
I was under pressure. I was trying to survive.
Then you should have learned the difference between surviving and feeding off someone else's life.
We are not a love story that went wrong. You're a man who mistook access for worth.
Lucas Bain, pending internal and legal review, you are removed from all active duties.
Emma Grant enters as recognized beneficiary line representative and acting board member.
Let's begin with what should have begun years ago.
Ms. Grant, what does this moment mean to you?
It means nobody gets to write me as a footnail anymore.
Director, where do we go next?
Somewhere they never expected me to own.